The Young and the Restless, My Least Favorite Story to Play, by Joshua Morrow. Asking performers about their favorite stories from their careers is always entertaining. When performers are questioned about their least favorite plotlines, however, we typically discover more about them than we would otherwise. Shows like The Young and the Restless. Eric Braeden has recently expressed his dissatisfaction with Victor and Ashland in a number of ways. During an Instagram Q&A with Michelle Stafford, Phyllis, Joshua Morrow was asked what themes he absolutely despises portraying for Nick, and he came prepared with a response. Stories involving conflict between him and his father were his least favorite to act in, he said. He's like my best buddy in real life and my dad. Furthermore, I don't think any son should ever treat his father the way Nick does at times. Ugh, that's got to be tough, since every time we tune in to Geno City, there's a 50/50th chance we'll see Victor fighting with one of his kids, and that definitely includes Nick. Yes, Morrow conceded, Victor is to blame for a lot of these issues. Not that I'm aware of. The father who causes conflict by insisting that his children do what he thinks is best for them at all times. Oh, the horror. No, really, we are just joking around. Nick acknowledged earlier this week that he gets Adam more often than he would want to admit, so you know it's terrible. After Ashland's death, Victor insisted on helping his eldest son, Nick, even though Nick didn't want it. In contrast to Adam, he doesn't show quite as much hostility toward Mom and Pop. That's the way it should be, since Morrow doesn't absolve his character's behavior when he snaps out at Victor out of rage. He said, there's a certain degree of respect, adding, and family relationships that should always be more important than any of these fights that keep giving him ***. To which Stafford interjected, but we wouldn't have a show if the Newmans weren't fighting with each other. You have a valid point here. For more on the likelihood of conflict between Victor and his offspring, see there. The good news for Morrow is that Nick appears to be willing to play nice for the time being despite what his father does. But it sounds like he may soon reach his breaking point. The only thing that needs to happen for Victor's cover-up to backfire is for Ashland's death to come back to haunt the family. Even Nick would have a hard time taking that in a dignified manner.